So I'm out here, it's a nice day, the sun is shining, the snow is melting. I thought I would do an update on our farm, show you where the animals are, and show you where we put everything for the winter, that kind of thing. Walking into the garden, the first thing is the laying hens. So this is one of the raised beds, and they're pecking at the alyssum and the dill and parsley that was left in the blocks. I didn't pull it out when I cleaned out everything from the garden. They're soaking up the sun, they're getting into the dirt. They're pecking at everything, they're loving it. They don't much care to walk in the snow. They would much rather stay out of it, which I can't blame them. So these are the raised beds. They look pretty bare. This is primary, so this is the garden. That's their coop in the back and my raised beds all around it. This is primarily where the chickens overwinter. They like to stay in here. We open up their coop door and they come out here, and they really do a good job with my raised beds and fertilizing, cleaning up the garden, mixing manure in. I fertilize the beds, and so they do a really good job of pecking, scratching, dust bathing, just getting my beds ready for spring. So as we leave the garden and we go over here, we have the chicken tractors that are in between my garden and the pig lot. So we kind of decided that they were gonna stay there, and then I would use them as kind of hothouses if needed in the spring. We also talked about enclosing the ends and using them more as a greenhouse if needed. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, so we kind of left them there while the snow came. And then this first pen right here is one of our pig pens. We have a runt pig that she lives in here, and she likes to stay in her little hut right there. And the chickens love to visit her. They actually, her entrance is on the other side, and the chickens get in there with her. They love that. And then over here we have the other pig pen. These are her litter mates. So we call our individual pig over there Miss Piggy, and Miss Piggy's brothers and sisters are in this pen. Oh, there she is. She likes to come out and say hello. She was separated out from her litter mates because she had a prolapse. And so now she's real friendly. Because she's like a pet, we had to separate her out pretty early on. And she came out of the prolapse fine, but I don't want them to pile on her and for it to get worse. So we kind of just left her in her own pen. And so she wasn't pasture raised because she had to come up here kind of in our sick bay pen for a while. And then we couldn't put her back with her litter mates. And so they hear me talking. Here comes her brothers and sisters out of their shed for the winter. You can see they're still on the nipple waters there. And so every morning and night, depending on the temperature, every morning and night, depending on the temperature, we come out and use a torch, the little handheld torches. Oh, there's Kitty. Use the handheld torches and unthaw the nipple water for them. But on a nice days like this, it doesn't really need it. So you can see kind of the size difference between Miss Piggy and her brothers and sister. You can kind of see the kitties, the chickens, the pigs, they all kind of just love to hang out together. And we brought our pasture pigs up here to finish out because in the snow you can't really move their chicken tractor when it's frozen down. And so before it snowed, we moved them up here. And so they're bedded down nice in that shed straight ahead, and then little Miss Piggy has her little hut. And then behind the chicken tractors back there are the pig tractors stowed away for the winter. So when these guys go to market, we won't have pigs again until the spring. So over here we have a metal recycled cage that my husband saved from the dumpsters, and a big pallet that he saved from the dumpster. And so he's gonna make this into a greenhouse for me. And so the pallet, or the cage, will go onto the pallet. The top will come off and be kind of a slatted top. When we get plans ready, I'll probably do a video on that. But then over here along the garage, these are tables that we salvaged from a greenhouse, actually a family member's greenhouse. And then these are the outside sheets of it. And so right here we kind of have the makings of a greenhouse. So we'll have to keep you posted on how the greenhouse is going to come along. I don't know if the weather is going to cooperate on that, so we'll have to see. So in among the greenhouse materials, our chickens love to get in here and lay their eggs. They have a nest in here, and it's always such a pain in the butt to move that big water tank to get at their eggs. But I'm glad they like it. I'm glad they're still laying eggs. I hope you enjoyed our little farm tour. I will keep you posted on the greenhouse and all the other happenings at Limestone Station. Send me some comments. Tell me what you think. Ask me some questions.